No, ma'am.
So, Mr. Hall, you said you gave her this money. She's saying no, you don't have any receipts or anything to confirm it.
It's not looking real good, is it?
It's not. What do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper? Okay. And how much money do you make?
I make about like 200,000, but it's like that's whenever taxes and everything is deducted. She on my neck about payments and stuff like that. I get about at least 30,000. You know what I'm saying, to myself that I can use for myself and what I want to do.
Which is throwing it in the club.
Which is throwing it in the club, of course.
Mr. Hall, Mr. Hall,
she's taking all my money.
Mr. Hall.
Yes, ma'am.
This courtroom just got spicy. Mr. Hall claims he gave thousands in cash to his child's mother, but there's one major problem. No receipts, no proof, and a whole lot of attitude. When pressed, he reveals his profession. And let's just say the judge wasn't exactly impressed with how he spends his money. Throwing it in the club, that's what he said. But the judge isn't here for excuses. Is his story about to collapse? Stay tuned, because what happens next will make your jaw drop.
I may look young, but I wasn't born yesterday, okay?
Okay.
Do not come in here and waste my time.
I ain't wasting your time.
You and I both know that I have heard that song and dance over and over again, where people come in here and say they make all of this money, but the moment they realize they're more than likely, or if there's a possibility they could be placed on child support, they try to diminish it and say, oh, I don't make this much, but it really is that much. You follow me?
I'm following you, but here's the thing.
The math ain't mathing.
Here's the thing, though. She takes a chunk out of my money. Then you gotta understand, too, I got a rap career.
All right.
So I put a lot into that.
You can feel the tension rise as the judge shuts down the show. She's heard every excuse in the bookhand. She's not buying Mr. Hall's numbers. Claims of high income suddenly vanish when child support is on the table. But the judge, she's too sharp for the smoke and mirrors. She calls it out blank. The math ain't mathing. Can Mr. Hall keep this act going, or is the truth about to catch up with him? Don't blink, because the stakes are getting higher.
So that way I can feed mine. Don't do that. Don't do that. We trying to put on a good show for these people.
Well, no, you don't. That's the thing. You don't have to put on a show for anybody. I don't need you capping right now, okay? That's what you said, right? That's what you said she was doing. So I don't need you to do that to me. I need you to be honest with me, because you paying child support is going to be based on the evidence that I hear. And as of right now, you haven't said anything or provided me with anything that would totally go against what she just said. You said you're giving her all of this money, $10,000 for 7 to 8 months. That's between $70,000 and $80,000 roughly, right?
The judge isn't here for games and. She's not falling for Mr. Hall's emotional appeal. As he pleads that he's trying to feed minds, she cuts right through the performance. No more capping. She demands the truth. And when the math shows he allegedly gave $80,000 in cash without a shred of proof, the judge's patience starts wearing thin. Will the lack of evidence cost him everything? Next part gets even more intense. Don't miss it.
It would be enough. However, testimonial evidence is evidence. And she's saying she didn't receive it. You're not showing anything that would suggest you gave it to her. So
it's giving cap right now?
That's what you said.
It's giving lies.
It's giving lies.
Yeah.
What it's given is insufficient evidence. That's what it's given, okay? So, I mean, without anything showing that you've actually given her this money, I can only go off of your word. And you said you made $200,000 a year. Yeah. So is that true or is that not true?
That's true.
This is the moment. The judge starts breaking it down. The excuses are over and the evidence is everything. Mr. Hall says he gave the money, but the mother says otherwise. And with no receipts, no records, and only his word, well, that word isn't worth much. In court, the judge lays it out. This isn't adding up, and she's calling cap. Can Mr. Hall still salvage this case, or is this game over? Up next, the verdict starts to form. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
So like the rapping, that's where it goes to. That's where the majority of it goes to for sure.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
So is it possible that $200,000 is your bottom line and you actually make more? Because you just agreed with her when she was talking about throwing money in the club.
I make less.
All right. Well, I tell you what, when you bring something in here that suggests that you make less, as well as suggest that you've given her $70,000, $80,000, then we will consider it at that point. But today, I can only go off of the evidence that I heard. You don't have any type of 1099s or anything to show that you're paying other people, any expenses, anything like that.
This is my expense right here.
Mr. Hall tries to clean up the mess, claiming the bulk of his money goes to his music career, but the judge isn't buying it. She questions every number, every claim. Is his income really $200,000? Or is it even higher? When the only evidence he presents is himself, the judge hits back hard. No 1099s, no proof, just vibes. And that won't cut it in court. Next part, the real child support numbers are revealed.
Okay, Mr. Hall, you came here to waste my time.
I work, Mr. Hall. You know I work.
Yeah, I know you work for sure.
And you know, I don't like to steal people's phrases, but according to what Ms. Doug said, and I'd have to agree with her, the math ain't mathing. It's really not. Because if you're spending that type of money on kids, you're going to bring that to court. That's the first thing you're going to want me to see. Right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $200,000 a year per your testimony. So under Texas law, it's capped. Okay?
This is the breaking point. The judge's patience snaps. She reminds Mr. Hall she works, and her time isn't to be wasted. His math doesn't check out. His story has more holes than a plot twist. And now, the court is moving forward. She's locking in the child support based on that $200,000 income, whether he likes it or not. Is this the justice the kids deserve? Don't stop watching. This isn't over yet.
So I can't place you on child support based on $200,000 a year per se, because your child support will be a lot. So it will be capped, which will make your net resources $9,896.72. And you said there are 3 children. Do you have any other children outside of those 3?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I'm going to move right along. All right. So health insurance, she says that she pays $250 a month for all 3 children. Do you have access to health insurance that will be cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Or can you get health insurance on the children? Because if not, you're going to reimburse her that $250.
Now it's official. The child support calculation begins. Mr. Hall is hit with the cap, just under $9,000 in net monthly resources. Then comes a bigger question. Does he have more kids? When he says, "Not that I know of," even the courtroom takes a breath. Then there's health insurance, another layer to the financial puzzle. Can he afford it? Or is more money about to slip through his fingers? Coming up, the monthly number that hits hard.
So run this to me, Judge. How much am I looking to be paying per month?
Right now, without any reimbursement of health insurance or any credit for health insurance that you could possibly get that's cheaper than $250, you're looking at make sure I got this right, $2,969 a month.
Got 3 months.
But that's a break, because you said you give me 10,000. So that's a whole break.
You know.
Ain't
Yeah.
no name used to
You shouldn't be
already.
bothered.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be bothered.
So, Mr. Hall,
Should've signed him in the club.
excuse me.
The bomb drops. The judge reveals the child support amount, $2,969 a month. Mr. Hall is stunned. But the judge reminds him, if you claimed you were giving $10,000 a month, this is a bargain. Still, he reacts, tries to argue but the courtroom isn't a stage, and the judge isn't playing. The numbers are in. But he's not done trying to spin the story. Next part. Does he finally take responsibility?
I know you're still soft on her, but I'm talking to you right now, all right? So, did you have access to health insurance that would be cheaper than $250 a month?
Yeah, I can get some.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It doesn't change your child support amount really at all. So what we will do, instead of you paying her $250 a month for reimbursement, I'll give you credit of $100.
Oh, okay.
But you have to enroll the children in health insurance within the next 30 days. If you don't do it within the next 30 days and she comes back, you'll be paying her the $250 reimbursement.
We'll be back, Judge.
The judge gives Mr. Hall a final option: take $100 credit if he enrolls his kids in health insurance within 30 days. Sounds simple, but will he actually do it? This is the last thread of control he has left. If he fails, that $2,969 will shoot up fast. One wrong move on, the court will be back. Is he taking the deal seriously or setting himself up to fail again? Final judgment is next. You won't want to miss it.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. All right. So your child support amount will remain at the $2,969. You know, of course, like I said, that's depending on you getting the health insurance. If not, that number will go up. Okay?
Well, we probably gonna see you again.
Okay. You're gonna see me again because you're gonna do what I'm suggesting, right?
That's kept.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Hall, is there anything else? Mr. Hall, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Doug, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
The gavel comes down. Mr. Hall's child support is locked in at $2,969 a month. The judge makes it crystal clear. Follow the rules, or this number is going even higher. No more games, no more delays. But something tells us this courtroom drama isn't over. Will he enroll the kids in insurance? Will he return to court? Again, this case might be over for now, but the story isn't. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, because we're not done yet. What would you have ruled?